WWE has had a chaotic year and a half or so. Vince McMahon retired after numerous allegations were sent his way. This led to Triple H taking over the creative direction of the company. Vince returned in January, although how hands-on he is with the product is often debated. Prior to his temporary retirement, there was a lot of unrest and frustration among talent and fans. Many wrestlers were being released on a constant basis, allegedly due to budget cuts, and many felt the product was at one of the lowest points ever. Part of the unrest came when Sasha Banks and Naomi walked out of the company last May. Once their contracts expired, Naomi moved to Impact Wrestling while Banks went on to compete in both Stardom and New Japan Pro Wrestling. Fans are always speculating about a potential return for Mercedes Moné. With Kairi Sane allegedly on her way back, could another Stardom star return to the Juggernaut promotion? If so, what would she do upon making her potential return? This article will look at a few directions her career could take if she made a comeback. Number 4. She could have a first-time ever singles match with Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley is on top of the world in WWE. She is one of the most talented superstars in the company's history, and is the reigning Women's World Champion. She's held the title since WrestleMania 39. Beyond that, she constantly appears on both Monday Night Raw and NXT each week. She and the rest of the Judgment Day are one of the most featured acts in the entire WWE. While Rhea and Sasha did cross paths on the main roster, the two never had a one-on-one match. Instead, they only clashed briefly in multi-person bouts. For many fans, The Eradicator vs. The Boss could be a dream match. If Banks returns, that bout has to take place. Number 3. Sasha Banks could reunite with Bayley and join Damage CTRL. Sasha Banks had a lot of success during her time in WWE. She headlined big events and won numerous titles. Still, she's likely forever to be linked with another top star. Sasha and Bayley will always be associated with each other. Thanks to their real-life friendship, Sasha and Bayley began teaming up together on screen. As the golden role models in the Boss and Hug connection, the pair won the WWE Women's Tag Team titles on multiple occasions. Bayley has moved on in Sasha's absence. She is now the leader of Damage CTRL alongside Io Sky and Dakota Kai. Still, if the Boss were to return, the role model would likely have no problem finding room for her in the stable. If Sasha, Dakota, Bayley, and Io were all united, the SmackDown roster could be doomed. Number 2. She could return to the WWE Women's Tag Team title scene. As noted, Naomi and Sasha Banks walked out of WWE last May. Fans were shocked at what happened, but it wasn't just devastating to the company because they're two excellent talents. It was also difficult because they were both champions. Sasha and Naomi were the reigning WWE Women's Tag Team champions upon their exit. When they left, the division fell apart, and it took until Triple H took over creative for it to stabilize. Injuries, contract issues, and other various struggles have affected the division. If the Blueprint were to return to the company, she could do so by targeting the women's tag team titles. She could team back up with Bayley or even unite with the returning Kairi. Depending on her contractual status, Naomi could also return alongside the Boss. Number 1. The Boss could feud with Damage CTRL. While Sasha Banks and Bayley are well known for their friendship and history as a tag team, it could be argued that they're even better remembered for their various rivalries. The two stars have had classic feuds on NXT and WWE's main roster. Their last time on screen together saw the two feuding. Due to an injury Bayley suffered that plagued her until after the Boss left WWE, the two were never able to make up on television. As a result, in kayfabe, at least, the two still could be fierce rivals. Instead of Banks returning to unite with Bayley, she could continue her feud. With her time spent in Stardom, perhaps Sasha Banks could unite with Kairi Sane to feud with Damage CTRL. This could be a fun way to mix various degrees of history among the four women into a brand new and exciting storyline.